45 blocks last year. Clark for three. Well, last year Indiana was 10th in pace. Christy Sides telling us Clark rattles her second three. That's what Krista Gerlich told me about you at Texas Tech. They wanted the offensive foul. Not going to get it. Caitlin Clark. That was what made that team so good, you two. Outside Clark again.
Of course, Steph Curry didn't grow a ponytail, and those three-pointers you see from outside the arc will be around for a very long time. This is Caitlin Clark, and she is the next big thing, hailing from Iowa. Caitlin, who currently dons the number 22 for Indiana Fevers, was born on January 22, 2002, and she's also 22 years old currently. I know it rhymed, it was intentional, and they're facts. See how she stands outside the arc and makes a three-pointer? She's been standing out that way since her high school, and it earned her All-State and All-American honors. She started to gain attention and recognition during her collegiate career at the University of Iowa, and I'm sure she left her mark on the court there. Clark was a three-time All-American. No, I didn't make that up. Maybe it's just her magic number, cause she's doing stuff that can only be qualified as super. So, she was a three-time All-American, and she led the nation in scoring in her junior year. Currently, she's playing as a rookie for the Indiana Fevers in the WNBA, and at 22 years of age, she's consistently playing way beyond her age while competing amongst top players. Now, that takes us to the question, how is Caitlin Clark impacting the game of basketball? I'd like to read your answers in the comment section. Caitlin Clark is not just another good player, she's breaking the mold. She's changing the plays and drawing up new ones. If you didn't skip the opening highlight reel, then you'll see that her moves are unpredictable, and opponents are always caught by surprise with her. You don't know if she's going to shoot or pass, and if you do know she's going to shoot, and you try stopping her, well, good luck. Caitlin Clark is most impressive for her confidence. She knows what she can do, and she knows she can do it. Never scared to take the ball, as a matter of fact, she always wants the ball. She's like an orchestrator, asking for the ball and not just to score points, but to also set her teammates up to score themselves. Her vision is different, and those flick passes can be caught through defenses before you get to blink. You watch Caitlin play and you know she's got the GOAT genes in there somewhere. About that, do you think Caitlin has what it takes to get into the GOAT debate over time? Leave your answers in the comments below. Caitlin wasn't a late bloomer. She took the games at the Horn right from her freshman year, where she led the Big Ten in scoring and assisting. She's been doing great things, and she began to spice it up more from her sophomore season, setting a new NCAA record for triple-doubles in a season, with 7 in all. All this she achieved while leading her team to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament, coming into the draft as the NCAA Division I all-time leading goal scorer and a 2-time National Player of the Year awards with the Hawkeyes. Of course, she was the number 1 pick at the 2024 WNBA draft by the Fever. About that, do you feel there was a player at the 2024 WNBA draft you'd have drafted ahead of Caitlin Clark? If so, leave the player's name in the comments section. In her first season, Caitlin made sure she didn't disappoint. Yes, there was pressure, which was natural. Her achievements met expectations she didn't fail to reach. She averages a double-double of 23 points and 11 assists, leading all rookies in scoring and assisting. That's why I called her an orchestrator. She's not just about making the basket, she makes sure her teammates are enjoying themselves too. And about her game, Steph Curry himself had something to say about her.
Her range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away. And she's fearless. No shot is a bad shot, and when you can shoot it as well as she can. She just adds another element of surprise that you can't really game plan for because it's so kind of just unseen. You know, once she crosses half court, she's within her range. It's always a threat. Biggest thing is how she balances that and her playmaking ability to get everybody else involved.
Her calmness is what I admire the most. She's never fazed or confused. She knows what to do, always. And like Curry said, but I won't quote, all her shots are right. Caitlin plays basketball like it's chess. She knows what pieces to move away on the court before taking her shot, and oh, those accurate shots will have you celebrating before it hits the net. Caitlin has the ability to see things before they happen. She knows you're going to move and bam! She knows you're going to move and bam! The net is shaking and the score counter is buzzing. Having seen what you've seen and heard me say about Caitlyn, who do you think she reminds you of? Or someone you think plays like her? Leave your answers in the comments section as we continue to move deeper into Caitlin Clark's career. As for me, Diana Taurasi comes to mind. She is the all-time leading goal scorer, and she won 3 championships. That's stuff of legends. I'm not saying Caitlyn is better yet, but what sets her apart from Taurasi is her playmaking ability. At this point, she needs to adopt the nickname the Orchestrator, cause I'll be using it often whenever I'm talking about her. Taurasi, on the other hand, was a prolific scorer and clutch performer. Some people call her the female Steph Curry, but she's not just all that. She has the embodiment of all the basketball legends in her. She's like a hybrid, and if she keeps, it's gonna be just bigger. Yes, I had to sneak in some Kendrick Lamar. Now, this is where I fill you in about her career achievements so far. She won the FIBA Under-19 World Cup MVP, became Iowa Miss Basketball, she also became McDonald's All-American, and if you need a headline to describe how impressive she was in those years, her jersey number 22 was retired by Iowa Hawkeyes. This list is long, but the least I could do is to keep going. She won the Division I Academic All-American of the Year, 3 times NCAA Season Assists Leader from 2022 through 24, and the magic number began to gain shape. 3 times Big Ten Tournament MVP 2022 to 2024, 3 times Big Ten Player of the Year 2022 to 2024. Still in the space of 2022 to 2024, she won 4 times First Team All Big Ten, Big Ten Freshman of the Year, 4 times NCAA Season Scoring Leader, NCAA Division I All-Time Scoring Leader, 3 times First Team Academic All-America, 2 times Women's Basketball Academic All-American of the Year, amongst others. The list goes on, and she probably had to build a new trophy cabinet twice already. What do the minds of those who know the game excellently say? There is Coach Cheryl Reeve, who had gotten to face Caitlyn several times during rookie season, had a lot to say about her. Caitlyn is a generational talent. She's changed the way teams must approach the game. You can't just focus on stopping her scoring. You have to defend her entire game, and even then, she'll find a way to hurt you. That sounds like something Curry said too, huh? Yes, everyone knows there's something special about her. Let's not limit the scope of the lens to opposing coaches. Caitlyn's teammate, Alicia Gray, showered praises on her too. In her words, playing with Caitlyn is a dream come true. She makes the game easier for everyone on the court. You don't have to worry about finding your shot, because she'll find you. And she's always pushing us to be better, to think outside the box. Did you know what ESPN analyst and former WNBA player Rebecca Lobo had to say about Caitlyn? I've been watching the WNBA for decades, and I can honestly say that I've never seen a player like Caitlyn Clark. She's a once-in-a-generation talent who's rewriting the rulebook. You can't help but get excited when she has the ball in her hands. If this is not impacted, then I don't know what is. She's being felt throughout the whole game of basketball, and I'm sure the court chants when she steps on it these days. The ball swells when she bounces it, and the counter never stops buzzing. Now, what do you think about Caitlyn Clark? Leave your comments below. Apart from being an orchestrator on the court, she's a difference maker off the court and in her community too. She has been involved in several charitable works, including working with youth basketball programs and visiting children's hospitals. In addition, she's become a vocal advocate for gender equality and equal pay in sports, hence joining their fight. And trust me, with all what she's doing, her voice is heard. Her endorsement deals are making waves already, and one can tell she's already a star. Having over 1 million followers on Instagram and X combined, she's turned into a media sensation. She's now one of the most popular athletes on social media. But she's not just posting highlight reels or selfies. She's using her platform to engage with fans, promote her brand, and shine a spotlight on the WNBA. She's making sure she's not just helping herself with the audience, but opening the WNBA to a larger audience than it is already. Let's do a quick highlight of everything. Not Caitlyn's highlights now, which I know you're itching to get your eyes on. Caitlyn Clark is more than just a basketball player. She's a game changer. From the way she sends goosebumps on people's skin with her play and shivers down opponents' spine on the court, to her positive impact in her community, she's redefining what it means to be a star athlete. She's not just doing it differently, but especially like the star that she is. Her creativity and flair have captured the hearts and minds of fans, media, and fellow players alike, making her one of the most talked about athletes in the WNBA today. Being 22, this is just the beginning of Caitlin Clark, and I promise you won't want to miss a single moment of her rise to the top. You won't want to miss a single point she scores, assists she makes, the body movements, the dribbles, the steals, the goal celebrations, the trophies and awards she will accrue, and most of all, you will want to be among the fans that will be cheering her on. So make sure you tune in to her upcoming games, keep up with her season, and follow her journey to greatness. Not just to Caitlin, don't forget to show some of your love for this video. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts on Caitlin's game-changing impact. Your engagement means a lot.